Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Elena and today I'm going to show you how to make this 3x3 mini album. And we're going to start by scoring our paper at 3 inches. And we're going to go to 6 inches and then 9 inches. Then we're going to turn out our paper to the other side and we're going to do the same again. 3 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches. And you will have, I'm not sure if you can see here, but you will have little squares that measures 3 by 3, and it's like a grid all around your paper. So after we finish the scoring, we're going to get our cutter and we're going to start cutting our paper. And we're going to cut to 3 inches first, so we can measure again to make sure we have the right measurement, and then we can actually see our score line. So we can see our first scoring line in here, and then we have to stop at 9 inches here. So we're going to start here and we're going to stop 9 inches, and then we're going to skip our middle score line. We're going to go to the last one, which is 9 inches there. So we can look into it, you can see that. Then again, we're going to stop at 9 inches. And then we're going to turn our paper. And now we're going to score, we're going to cut out middle line, which is 6 inches. And again, we're going to stop at 9 inches, and we have finished cutting. So when you're finished cutting, you can see that you have like an M pattern or W pattern, depends on the way you're looking at it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start folding. So we're going to start from here. I'm going to fold all the paper until the end, and we're going to fold it like an accordion. So we're going to start with this one, and you still want to make sure you're folding straight, then you can have your pages nice and even. We go all the way all around your paper. Folding. And we have finished folding. Okay, so now we have done the pages of album. Now I'm going to use this one as my spine, this side here, and these are going to be the pages of my album. So now I'll have to glue the pages. So I won't put glue on the first one because this is going to be for my cover. So now I'm going to go into the next one, and I'm just going to use some glue. You can use double-sized stick tape if you like. And then I'm just want to make some pockets because I like to put some tags inside. So we can just make sure you don't put glue on the top where you're gonna put your tags in. Just put glue on the side. Just stick that one in. And then you can see that I have made a pocket in here, so that's still open there. Now I'm gonna look into my next page, and I can see in my next page I could make a pocket here as well, or on the side. So I just keep looking. So I can make it here. So what I do, I put the glue in here. And I leave that one opening here for my tag in. So you can see in here. So that's the pockets. And then you keep going all the way until the last page. And I'm gonna have a pocket on the top. So just put glue there. And that's it. The last, you don't put glue on the last one because that's gonna go on your cover as well. So the first page is gonna go on your cover, and the last page is gonna go on your cover. So now, so just check you have your pages. And then you can open your album. So that's like that. So that's what we do now. And then what you can do, you can use some ink before you put your cover on. If you want to ink your album, like the edges, you just ink it on the sides. Make sure you also ink your spine, and your spine will look nice. Then you ink in the inside as well, like that. You can use any color. I'm using vintage photo now, but you can use any color you like, you have at home. So just go, so you can go every page. And then you do that for all the pages before you put your cover on, okay? Okay, so that's what we do. So now we're going to cut chipboard for the cover, and we're going to cut it at 3 1/4 inches, just there. By 3 1/4. So we have 2. Now we're going to cut out backing paper. So I'm going to use for my backing paper this size of the paper. So I'm going to cut my backing paper at 4 1/2 inches. There. And by 4 1/2 inches. So go 1. Now I'm gonna have the second one. Okay. Let's see. So now I'm gonna use this side. So when I'm sticking my chipboard, I just have to remember what side I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use that side. So I'm gonna stick on my chipboard, center it. So make sure it's centering the paper. Just use some. I'm just going to make sure it's in the center. There. This one. Okay, I'm going to do the other one. Again. Check in the center, stick in there. Now I'm gonna use my bone folder to score on the sides, because then when I fold it, it will be easier to fold. So I do that for both of them. And then I need to cut the corners, because otherwise it will be too chunky. So you can finish it there. And I'm gonna cut there, and then just make sure it's good on my corners. Do that for both of them. So now it's going to be very easy to fold. Let's fold it. Just some. Cover them, and when you finish ink it, you put it on the side, because now we're going to decorate it. So to decorate it, I'm going to use these flourishes from Kaisercraft. It's a wood flourish, and I'm going to use some paint, acrylic paint, and it's metallic from Ranger. And we're gonna need a heat gun to do that as well. So firstly, we're going to paint. We're just going to dab on that frame. And then we're going to use our heat gun, and then you can see with the heat will have a nice effect on the paint. You can see some bubbles making on the frame, and that's going to give a nice finish, like metal rustic finish. Just do all the way. You can see the bubbles there. They're like popping. You can hear them popping. Now you can see, close look, you can see the bubbles. That's the reaction with the heat and the paint. Okay, so that's and it's dry now, so you can go ahead and finish your album. So after you've done that, we're going to take out cover. So just make sure what side do you want for your cover. So that's gonna be my front side, and then it's gonna go in the middle. But before I put this one on, I wanna put I'm gonna put a stamp in here. Again, this stamp says love. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna use some black ink. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Just make sure where is your middle, where is your stem is gonna go. I'll just take that one out and I'm gonna stamp it. That says love there. Now I'm going to go and stick that one in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna use glue to do that. Around the frame. Okay, gonna go back again. See the middle. Yeah, just gonna hold it there for a sec. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use this flower to embellish it here at the end. Okay. Just gonna a little bit there. Yeah. It's just gonna go in there. So you also can ink your ends a little bit of your flower. Vintage photo. Just a little bit. And you also, if you wanna add some dimension, you also can use glimmer mist, and it will look nice and shimmery as well. You can do many things on the flowers. I'm just gonna do that, and then we're just gonna use glue. And that's your cover. See? It's beautiful. And these flowers will match with your inside. So now when you have finished that, you leave that to dry for a sec. And now we have to finish the inside. So we're going to get some ribbon, and you can use any color ribbons you like. And then the ribbon just is going to go around your spine, and you're just going to leave to make a bow. Technically it's going to hold and open your album. So it's gonna go in the middle there. Just make sure where the middle is. Then I can use double-sided stick tip. So that's going to be the middle. Okay, just put some. Now you're going to put your back cover first. Okay, make sure you have ink inside too. Now we're going to, you see how it has some flowers in there, so that, make sure that's my bottom side. So I'm going to just make sure where I'm going to put my album is all centered. Okay, and then I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape. You can use some glue, you can use anything you like. Now, let's make sure that's where my pockets are. That's the top of the album, so I'm checking before. Now I'm gonna go in the middle. Just gonna go a little bit more on my left side. Yep. And that's done. Okay, so that's done, almost finished. And now we're going to put our top. Now that we have finished decorating the front cover, put it all together, we can do our tags. And then I have made this one just simple, and then I can just go in the pocket here, just like that. Then you have, as you remember, we make a few pockets, so you have a few pockets here as you go to put more of these ones, and you can just embellish them as you like. You also can make little pockets inside your album, and you can also put your tags inside like that. So I'm just gonna put that one in there, and that's how it's gonna be our front cover. And we're just going to tie a little bow in here. Then we just cut the things that we don't want, and that's how it's gonna look. It's gonna look like that. And then we also have these other different colors that you can try with your wooden Flourish it, so you can use different paints. And I hope you really like this video and you get a go at making this beautiful mini album, and see you later. Thank you, bye.